So I recently did a webinar and a bunch of you guys joined, so thank you for that. And I also had a survey that some of you guys filled out. So some interesting questions I got were, how do I get out of this skinny fat stage? How do I manage carbs? A big one. How do I eat to lose fat and build muscle? How do I drop the belly fat and see my abs? Now that one I actually did a video on in the past, so if you're interested, you could check out the link to that in my description below. And can I build muscle and lose fat at the same time? Hi, this is Mimi Bonnie. Today I'm going to answer that last question because it seems to be a majority goal for a lot of you guys. So the good news is, yes, you can, and I've seen this happen in 4 scenarios. Number 1, newbie gains. If you are new to strength training or lifting weights, then you can lose fat and build muscle at the same time, primarily because of 2 reasons. First, you're adding an entirely new stimulus to your body, so you will see faster change than someone who's already used to it. So our bodies typically adapt to what we do to it, therefore a brand new stimulus will create a more significant change. And number 2, if you're looking to build muscle, it's likely that you're eating more, if you're doing it right, to build that lean muscle mass. And the mere fact of eating more does contribute to your increase in metabolism. Number 2, increased intensity and better nutrition can also help you build muscle and lose fat. So like I said, our bodies adapt to what we do to it, and this definitely applies to the amount of calories that we eat, the amount of carbs that we eat, and we need to make a change in order to keep seeing progress. So for example, when we hit weight loss plateaus, we need to do something different. And the same goes with our bodies getting adapted to the resistance and how we're challenging our muscles. So for example, if someone works out regularly, but they're not incorporating heavier compound lifts, if they start doing that, they can actually build muscle and lose fat. Or if someone's just going through the motions, they can add intensity techniques and they can actually build muscle and lose fat. And it goes without saying, obviously, better nutrition is key. It is one of the biggest factors that determine how we look. Number 3, people who are eating too little but increase their intensity in terms of how they work out and also eat more. So this scenario is kind of a combination of number 1 and 2, but I found that people who are eating too little for a long period of time or dieting too long can really reap the benefits of building muscle and losing fat if they shift to an eating plan that is more focused on eating more to build muscle, and they either start working out or increase the intensity level in terms of how they're currently working out. Number 4, this one is really a no-brainer, but you can lose fat and build muscle at the same time if you take steroids. Now, I'm personally not a fan of it, but I have nothing against people who do, and I completely understand their reasons for it. Now, for the majority of us, unfortunately, it is not possible for us to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. You have to accept that you will gain some fat while you build muscle. But of course, there are ways to minimize the fat gain. Now, depending on your current starting point and how much body fat you have, your current body composition, you have 2 options. Number 1, lose fat and then build muscle. So if you feel like you're already kind of fat or you have a lot of fat to lose and you don't like the idea of getting fatter, I would recommend losing the fat and trying to maintain the muscle that you have, and then build muscle again once you get leaner. So that one is very straightforward. The other option is to build muscle and then lose fat. So if you're skinny fat, or you feel like, I'm okay with my body, but I don't really have much muscular shape or tone, and you're okay with the idea of gaining some fat as long as you lose it in the end, then I would go on a muscle building plan. Until you get to the point where you're like, I'm getting kind of fluffy, I feel kind of big, I'm uncomfortable, then I would go back on a fat loss plan and try to keep the muscle that you built. So I recommend a minimum of 4 months of muscle building because the average muscle gain is about 1 pound every 4 weeks, which is not a lot. The worst thing that you could do is gain 2 pounds of muscle in 2 months and then go on a fat loss plan and lose those 2 pounds of muscle that you just gained, making you start from square one and wasting 4 entire months for pretty much nothing. And it's crazy because I see people do this all the time. It really is a long-term process, and I found it really surprising that more than 50% of you guys who filled out my survey did not consider a long-term nutrition plan. Especially since I know a majority of you know that 80% of what you look like is nutrition. I mean, it's just like everybody wants a quick fix. And interestingly, I was speaking to a lot of business and mindset coaches, clients for my other business, and they have these 12-month programs because they say that's really the amount of time that it takes for someone to have a true transformation in their business and lives. And I wondered, why don't I really see these things exist in the fitness world? Sadly, the statistic is 20% of coaching clients get results because usually people are either not committed, or they don't do the work, or they pay and they don't even show up. I'll admit I've seen this with my own clients, especially the ones that got my early programs and the ones that don't work with me one-on-one. It's like paying for a gym membership and never showing up. So what are the 3 requirements that are a win-win for a coaching relationship to really get results? And I'm talking coaching for anything, not just fitness. Number 1 is a step-by-step program. There's already so much information out there that you don't need more information. You want results, so a step-by-step process is absolutely critical. Number 2, a mindset training component. Regardless of what your goal is, losing weight, building muscle, better relationships or finances, everything starts with mindset. I mean, how many times have you self-sabotaged yourself, or you can't stay motivated or consistent, right? Number 3, accountability and support. Someone to kick your ass and give you accountability, walking you through that step-by-step program, making sure you do each step, giving you phenomenal support to make sure you actually get results. Because of this, I want to invite a few of you who are dead serious about a long-term plan. The ones who are prioritizing health and fitness for your personal reasons that really will make a change in your life. So I don't know if it's health reasons, whatever personal reasons, whatever deeper reason you have that you must change and you can't stay where you are. Yes, the physical component will be there, the getting a sexier toned body, the losing fat, building muscle, improving your metabolism. But most importantly, I will help you get there and help you develop those long-lasting habits to stay consistent and healthy and keep that weight off. So if you're still watching this, this is an idea of what I envision. I'm going to call it the 12-month evolution program. My step-by-step program and lifestyle wellness mindset training that is offered through my weight loss game changer system, how to get a sexy toned body, lose the weight, keep it off, get rid of bad habits, lifetime access to this online course. A 12-month program, yes, an entire year that will be customized based on my 3 core nutrition programs, the Sexy Lean Weight Loss program, the Eat More Reverse Diet program, and the Eat Like a Boss Build Muscle program. So for example, this could look like lose fat, build muscle, lose fat and maintain, or if you're eating too little to start, build muscle, lose fat and maintain. Whatever your goal is, we're gonna see what's realistic and map out how those 12 months will look. My core expertise is nutrition combined with mindset because those 2 components will get you the most results. However, for this evolution program, I'm also offering customized workouts every 6 weeks by partnering with an IFBB Pro MTV May coach who has been doing bodybuilding for over 20 years and is still competing. So he definitely knows how to customize programs based on specific body parts that you want to improve, and also has a unique specialty in people over 40 and 50 and even into their 60s. So, taking into considerations any injuries you have and, whether you even have access to a gym, etc. For the accountability and support, there is weekly or bi-weekly reporting for the first 3 months, and then bi-weekly or monthly reporting for the remaining 9 months, and also 1 personal monthly call and access to my new secret Facebook group for lifetime. This program is truly a partnership for those of you who are as committed as I am to getting your results over a 12-month period. So be ready to become friends. Now I know that there's only going to be a handful of you guys that this is right for, and I personally only have room for 5 people max. So if you are serious and you want long-lasting lifetime changes and really learn everything there is to know about nutrition in terms of creating an ideal physique, then apply now at www.eatnotdiet.com/evolution. We'll get on the phone, we'll talk about what's realistic to achieve and see if this is right for you. And don't worry, if it's not right, then I do have some other options that you may find suit you better. Once again, that's eatnotdiet.com/evolution. The link should be somewhere on this page, and I'll also put it in my description below. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please like it, share it, and stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for watching.